ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. When I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Pat O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Nashville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. successfully. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Derrick Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Roy Robertson.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Tannehill's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 35 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Person on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
is going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 22. Foles. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Foles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
At the 11-yard line.
first and 10 at the 11.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. There you go, tag. Play. Hey. Watch safe screen.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. There's Foles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
They'll take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pulls on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Cohen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field. Defense. Block. He's coming. Double up. Tag.
This is Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You thought you had it.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Titans 17. Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On the tackle.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that one will fall incomplete.
Pass intended.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Third down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to come from with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw is Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To Jimmy Graham.
14 yards into Chicago, first down.
first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackled by Kenny Vaccaro.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Number 29.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Again, it's Cohen. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Ginn's got it. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
We go. 180. 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Say. 54 is mine. 54. Easy. 54.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going deep this time for Miller. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. They run. This is Cohen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The Bears ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Block. Check 9. Where you at? Run.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Not today, you are. Not today. We are.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Coming to you. Check. Lucky. You're hot. Check 3. Slam.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. The big fella. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham. 70 yards. And the Bears claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 40. 20, 10,
oh, you gotta feel it, baby.
Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
45, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On the play. First down, Chicago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
On downs.
Let's go. 30.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 45-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
52.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.